dun. It's morning, wherever you are. Hello, people. Oh dear. So while we wait for people to join the live stream, if you're watching this on playback, hello. You've now got some time of me just talking and doing absolutely nothing while I wait to announce things on the channel. So I'm going to be talking to whoever joins the call for at least a few minutes before I start talking about what the plan is for the channel. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I've got a back problem at the moment, which is probably sitting here like this is probably not a good idea. So anyone that's obviously joining the live stream, say hello in the chat. Always nice to see people on there. Hope everyone is well. I've not long been up, so I'm currently. Oh, hopefully you can hear me. New microphone, so it's a slightly different microphone than what I was using. Yeah, I've had an eventful morning doing responses to my Love Bites video in the comment section. So hopefully Max, are you out there? You seem to have spent a lot of time sending me lots and lots of comments on my Love Bites video. So yeah, hopefully Max, I'm fingers crossed. I don't know why I did that. Fingers crossed. Hopefully Max is going to join us today. I thought I'd open the curtains, get some natural light. I won't do this normally during a video as it's a bit too bright in the backdrop, but I've got some plans for that going forward. So we'll see who joins into the thing, but I'll give it a couple of minutes just to make sure. Those that I said it was past, and it's only just literally gone past. I was going to do the live stream, so I'm not going to be playing any music on the video today. If you want to put any reaction requests, you can obviously put those in the chat. That's fine, or in the comments. So that's always useful. Hope everyone's having their coffee. So what time is it? It's 8:32 here. So it's about 2:30 in Indonesia, I'm assuming. Which means in America it's probably 2 a.m, something like that in the morning. So I doubt I'll get any of the American viewers online. You never know. They might be up late. Maybe they're in Las Vegas and partying non-stop. Who knows? Right. Anyway, so basically, what's the plan for the channel? So let me talk about what where my head's been at over the last sort of month or so. So well, basically 6 months ago I set up a second channel called Musician Reacts, and the idea was to try to separate the content from the Dave Does channel and the Musician Reacts channel. The problem I was having was it was taking far too long to do enough videos for both channels, and that was causing me a lot of problems. So I couldn't do 14 videos a week. It was impossible, unless I was getting paid for doing it. Then it's fine, you can do that, but if you've got a life to live as well, and you've got jobs to do, you've got your normal day-to-day job, you can't do it. Yes, it is 2:30. Thank you, Marina. Nice to see you on the video. Yeah, so yeah, that was where it really originally was. I haven't put any more videos on Musician Reacts since about 3 months ago, which is when I put some video content on there last. And the idea being that was going to be more in-depth reactions, and that I would still do reactions on Dave Does, but mainly focus on other content. But again, didn't have the time to really do that. I've tried to do as many collaboration videos, covers, stuff like that. But I was getting frustrated that I wasn't getting things done. I was also finding that if I look back at my early reaction videos, so a standard early reaction video would get a couple of hundred views in the first 24 hours. That's fairly standard for non-Alip Ba Ta type videos. And what I was then finding was now, and a standard video is getting about 50, 60 views. So obviously some people don't like the style, so it made me kind of think, well, maybe the style of the reactions needs to change. And I have changed over the last 2 to 3 years. So I went from doing, initially I did a lot of pausing. So I used to literally start it and 20 seconds in I'd stop, talk about it, do a bit more, stop, talk about it, and people hated that, so stopped doing that. I then started doing the bit where I talked over the song and kind of gave you my feedback and comments as I felt them. People didn't like that because they couldn't really hear me, but again they felt that I was too busy talking and missing parts of the song. So I stopped doing that. I started making notes and holding up things to the screen as I felt things, and people didn't like that. I think I didn't like that because the problem I had with that was I was so busy making notes that I was not paying attention to the video or the song. So I felt that wasn't a good idea. So I went through all of these different things, and then so I got to the current stage, which was basically no pausing, no talking, checking the video out and sharing thoughts and feelings at the end. So that was basically where I got to, and that was fine. I felt that was working okay. General feedback was that was fine, but I was watching some of my reaction videos and felt that there wasn't enough content or context for people, and I couldn't work out why anyone would want to watch them. And that was the honest thing. I was sitting there watching these reaction videos of mine going, why would anyone want to watch that? So that made me think I needed to do something different with it. And I was getting frustrated and feeling a bit down about the whole thing. Not having enough time to do the videos, not having enough time to do quality content. Viewership or the amount of views were dropping. I went from about 1 million views in a month to around about 400,000 views. So I've lost about 600,000 views in a month, which was around about December, January. I was getting around about 1 million views in a month. It had been steadily climbed, and it's been steadily on the decrease for the last 6 months. So I felt it was time to do something different with the channel. And that's where I needed to take a break away, and it was great. Thank you to the Patreons, who kind of, obviously I messaged the people on the Patreons as well to let them know what's going on. I asked for some feedback from the Patreons about what they thought would work on the channel, and it was great. So thank you to the Patreons for supporting. Reminder, if you're not a Patreon, please do join the Patreon. It is greatly appreciated. It helps support the channel. So what am I going to be doing? Let's get to the cut of it, because I'm sure that's what you want to know. So, coffee first. Oh, it's raining here. I wonder what the weather's like where you are. So stop stalling. Okay. Right, so 1st of August. So 1st of August there'll be some changes coming along. So effectively the Dave Dales channel will continue, but it will be a non-reaction channel. So the existing reactions will stay on the channel, but it will be primarily, the Dave Does will be around collaborations, covers, some top 10 lists, of which I've got some lists ready, biographies, histories of, interviews, everything that is non-reaction based will be going on the Dave Does channel. The Musician Reacts channel will be purely reactions, but with that I will be doing more breakdowns of the reviews. There'll be more detailed breakdowns of the lyrics to try and understand those, and there'll be some talk about the band history, and maybe some stuff about technique. So the Musician React channel was a slightly different view style, because what happens is you've got the main screen, and then once the song kicks in, it splits into 2 screens, and then there's some information that comes up about the band. And I'm going to continue to do that. We're going to throw some lyrics up. It does mean there's a lot more work to do as far as the video content, as far as how much more editing work is involved. So there is a lot more editing, but that's fine. Other things, I've got stuff on there. So I've got plans for, currently I've got the continuation. So on the Dave Does channel there is some drum covers that I've already planned in and started recording. I've got some collaboration. There is a collaboration I'm working on at the moment, which is quite in depth, which is going to take me a while to get done, but it's currently working through, and I'm hoping to have ready by the 1st of August. Yeah, I've got the top 10 list. I've got one top 10 list done. I've got one that is, I've got a history of, or a bit more information of one. I've got some learning Indonesian. I'm going to continue doing that on the channel. I've got a drum tutorial, so I'll be doing drum lesson type videos as well, but drum lessons for people that don't really like to take lessons and just want kind of shortcuts. That's kind of me. I like things to get things done quickly, so I'll be doing drum tutorials from that. I'm going into the studio with one of my old bands, a band called Costa Mojin, and we're going back in on the 18th of July. First time we've played together for a couple of years since we jammed just for a laugh, and we hadn't played for about 10 years before that. So we're going to do some covers, but I'm going to do some footage from that, and there'll be a video on that. So yeah, there's going to be a whole load of stuff on the Dave Does. The reaction videos, obviously I've got enough reaction videos now till the end of this month already uploaded, which gives me time to record new reactions. Now I've got a lot of videos planned in for the reactions. A lot of them are the previous requests that people have had. I've got some Felix Awan in there. I don't think I've got any Alec because he hasn't dropped anything new recently. I think there's some Josephine Alexandra in there. There's a few other kind of Indonesian one in there. There's some Dua 19, I know that. And a few other things that people have requested. They're all going to be on the Musician Reacts channel. So if you are interested in joining, I would definitely suggest to go and subscribe to the secondary channel. There's a lot of Alec Bartar reactions on there already, if you're not already a member of the Musician Reacts channel. Details of which are going to be in the description of this video, but also if you can't find it on this one, on the most recent video I uploaded yesterday, which is the Think Right Then Type video, you'll see at the top there's a link to the Musician Reacts page. Make sure you click on that link. What else is going on at the moment? So, oh yeah, how many videos am I going to do a week? So there will be a total of 7 videos a week going across the 2 channels. So the plan is that Musician Reacts will have 5 reaction videos a week, and they will be going through from Sunday to Thursday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then Dave Does will be dropping videos on Fridays and Saturdays. I was going to try and do alternating. And this is my minimum requirement. So I need to do at least 7 videos a week to get the consistency of 1 a day. If I can do more, I will. The plan is that they will drop... they're going to drop around 12 o'clock noon in the UK. The reason for this is, although I could do 6 AM, which would be helpful from an Indonesian point of view, because that would drop around about 12. The reason I've done it this way is because obviously for the American contingents on the other side, what we're getting is we're not, I lose that particular amount of viewers. So if I drop at 12, then I pick up 6 AMs and I pick up 6 PMs from either side. So that's the reason why I'll be dropping at 12. So they'll be coming out the same day, same time on 7 days a week. There is new graphics on the videos, so they've been done. There's a new intro for the Dave Does channel, which I can actually show you. You need to let me know if you'd like to see what the new Dave Does channel intro looks like. I can put that up for you in a sec. Just let me know. I've got some new lighting for in here. We obviously just put a new microphone in. I am looking at potentially new cameras, but the cameras are really expensive and I don't have £1,000 to spend on a camera, an HD camera. So at the moment it'll probably be staying with the same camera, as I don't make any money. Boo-hoo. Yeah, so that's it. So would you like to see the new intro for Dave Does? Don't know, let me know. I'll have to find it first because I have finished it. I finished it yesterday. I know I did the new banners for YouTube. They were done. Let me just see if I can find... Oh, actually, I've moved it, haven't I? That's what happens. I was trying to sort stuff out yesterday. Video editing. There we go. Okay. Let me just move this over here. Okay. Dave Does. Right. Okay, let's just bring this across. So I've tried to keep the new intro quite short. It's 20 seconds, which is not as short as my one for the Musician Reacts channel. Actually, have you guys seen the Musician Reacts? So some of you won't have seen it. I'm going to keep the Musician Reacts intro video the same as it currently is. And the Musician Reacts intro video is actually 25 seconds long, so that's quite a long video. Right, let me bring it up. Video capture. Display capture. Hey, there we go. Right, so this is the Musician Reacts one. I'm just going to turn that off. I'm going to have to turn my mic off, otherwise it's going to give you weird feedback. So this is the Musician Reacts intro. Right, so that's the Musician Reacts one. Let me just take that off. Let me get rid of that, and I will show you the Dave Does. So hopefully, if you haven't seen the Musician Reacts intro, check it out. Hey Dom, how are you? Hi Marina, yes, that was, so you've seen the Musician Reacts intro, so if you hadn't already checked out the channel, make sure you go check out my second channel, because that will be the main reaction channel from the 1st of August. There, as I said, there's quite a lot of videos already on there, so if you haven't checked it out, you're missing out on several reactions I did historically. Let's bring up the next one. So this will be the... So this one's more in keeping with me, I guess. Okay, let's... So everyone knows I like a nice little creepy room. So let's check out the Dave Does new video cover. So this is the new intro for the Dave Does channel. Here we go. Helps if I turn the mic back on. Yeah, so that's the new Dave Does video. I wanted to do something because obviously I looked at a few different graphics from being like modern technical graphics, and I just suddenly thought, well, actually, that's not really in keeping with me. With the Mr. Fred over here and Eric and Animal. I didn't think that was really my kind of look and vibe, so I went with a kind of creepy Halloween thing because that kind of suits my persona. I like all that sort of stuff, so I thought that would work well for the channel. So that's going to be on the start of all the videos. May change the music, I'm not sure yet. That was only kind of I needed to get the graphics ready to start doing videos, so I may adjust the lead guitar part at a later date, but I've got to work on it. I think it's just more like one of TBM's vids. Who's TBM? I'm going mind blank now. TBM. Why am I going mind blank? What is TBM? Sorry, Marina. It's early morning here. I've had a bad night's sleep. I've got a bad back at the moment, bad knee joints. Unfortunately, not very well. Suffering from like headaches and nausea as well at the moment, which is not great. I had to stop. I couldn't work yesterday. And I felt awful yesterday, so I didn't work yesterday. It gave me a chance to do some work on the channel and the videos, so that was a positive. But I wasn't feeling great. Yeah. So who is TBM? TBM. It will come to me in a minute, I'm sure. Marina, you're going to have to tell me what TBM stands for. I really don't know, and it's going to drive me up the wall. Hi, Sear. Birthday Massacre, thank you. Yes. Thank you, Marina. Hi, Sear, how are you? Hope you're well. Yeah, so that's the main changes. So the top 10 video that I'm planning to do is the top 10 British rock bands of the 80s. So I didn't think there was any key point in doing like lists where you've got bands of like greatest heavy metal bands of all time, because you're going to be having bands like Metallica and Megadeth and Judas Priest and Iron Maiden, etc, etc. And I just thought, well, do you know what, everyone knows them, so I wanted to do some lists of bands that from each era that people may not have heard of from different countries. So I'm going to pick ones that I knew, just kind of that I wanted to do. So I've got like the top 10, I've called it top 10 British rock bands of the 80s, but it'll be like top 10 British rock bands of the 80s that you never knew about. Something along those lines is the title. I've got to do that video. And we're going to cover off some of those bands. A few of those bands may have been done on reaction videos before, because I kind of do like to do review videos of some bands. I've got some 90s bands as well that I've come across. which again I think bands that people should check out that you probably haven't heard, so they're going to be in there as well. The Learning Indonesian, I'm going to move on to the next stage of that one. I've got to go back and redo that last video myself, just so that I've refreshed myself, because I haven't done much on the Indonesian stuff since end of last year, early this year. What else have I got? I did have some other things on here, so I'm just having a look. I've got my whiteboard up on the back wall, and I was making notes yesterday. So Dave does new intros done, new graphics done, layout templates have been done, collaborations. So collaborations, right? I have got a list of what collaborations. Would you like to know what collaborations are coming up or what I'm planning? Then you can let me know which ones you think are the best ones to do. So I've got to find my list, because I actually pulled most of them into a watch later list. So there is one that I'm doing, which is Weird Genius and Lati. I've got a collaboration video on that. That's going to be a while to do, because it's going to take me a while. That's a difficult one. We've got reactions planned in for Felix Awan and Merajut Mimpi. I don't know if that's... I haven't heard it, so I can't say if it's going to be a collaboration. Obviously, we just dropped Thank You for Loving Me. I've got Paramore, Still Into You, by Josephine Alexandra. That's a collaboration that's been just started on. Was there any other ones on here that I'd already listed? I've made a note here of Dua 19 Pupus with Alec Bartar. I don't think I ever did an actual collaboration on that particular video, so I need to have a look at that. And I've also got La Route by Dua 19 with Felix. So these were two that I'd had potentially planned in. El Cassi and with Kal Tikakan Sintaku. Alec Bartar collab. That's on there. I think that's all of the ones I've got in the current collab lists. There might be some other ones planned in, but I'm looking for some more bigger mashups. So not just me and Alec or me and Felix. So like with the Thank You for Loving Me, I did me, Felix and Alec, which was awesome. I had so much fun doing that one. What was this one? So you may have forgotten that you've reacted to Weird Al Lati. I did react to it with Anwar Amzar, yeah. Now Anwar Amzar is hopefully good. Well, I'm at the process where, so the concept of hopefully the collaboration is going to be not just me and Josephine Alexandra, which was the key person I picked for doing the collaboration video for Lati. I've also picked out 4 or 5 other fingerstyle guitar players, and my plan at the moment is to throw all of them in to the mix with a singer and me, and we're going to collab it and do a slightly different version of it, working with all the different guitars and the layers of the drums. And I'm going to put kind of a heavy, because it's basically got like a dubstep pattern on it, and I wanted to throw sort of a more heavier tribal stuff, like I did with Last of the Mohicans. So I wanted to kind of do something like that and get some real high energy off of it as well at the same time. So I'm at the process at the moment where I've got all the guitars from all the different artists in, and I'm trying to speed them up, slow them down, layer them so that they're all matching. Sometimes I'm trying to offset them so that they're playing like a weird harmony. I'm pairing them or panning them left and right, and then I'm bringing the vocals in to try to make sure they're all harmonised up. So, what's this song? There's 9 people on it mentioned, but I should do on the collab with Joe's cover. Joe's cover is the one that I'm using as the guide. So Joe's is the one that's set in the actual main structure. So Joe's is the main structure, and then everyone else's versions are going to be on it. Now, the problem I've got here is that on certain parts of the song, people go off and do their own random things, and they don't always match up. So some of them are going to have to drop in, drop out. It's a challenge. But my plan was is to try and have this ready for the beginning of August. If I haven't got this one quite ready, it will be potentially the Josephine Alexandra collab on Still Into You, the Paramore song. That one will be ready by the 1st of August, and this one will come a week later. I have got a lot of drum covers that I'm working on, so ones that are planned in is a song called Man in a Box by Alice in Chains. Weeds by Life of Agony. They're both being worked on at the moment. We've got... So, I don't know, does anyone listen to musicals at all? Are you musical fans out there? So there's a musical called Hairspray. And there's some songs... And I actually really like musicals. I've been a big fan of musicals. I like musical compositions. And... There's 3 really good songs that are great fun to play drums wise, and they were songs that I used as kind of jam songs on the electric kit years ago. So the songs are Run and Tell That, Can't Stand the Beat, Can't Stop the Beat, and Lady's Choice. 3 great songs off that, which are great songs to play on drums. Real high energy, really get me pumped up. So they are all planned in. On top of that, I know I've pulled together a list of other drum covers. So you'll probably get at least 1 drum cover a week. That's kind of where my head's at the moment. Just trying to see what other ones I've planned in. I've got 3 Doors Down, and the song is I Don't Want to Know. That's planned in. I've got 30 Seconds to Mars and the song The Kill, drum cover. 36 Crazy Fists and At the End of August. American Head Charge and the song Reach and Touch. American Head Charge and the song Seamless. Apocalyptica and the song I'm Not Jesus. Avenged Sevenfold Nightmare, although I think because I've done Nightmare recently on a collaboration, I may not do the drum cover on that one, because basically I played Oh, actually, no, Swalix did the drum on that one. I did the drum version of Nightmare on Anwar Amzar, his collaboration. I've got one here called Freedom, and I don't even know what that is. A song called Freedom, apparently. Not sure. I don't even know who the band is that I'm picking that one from. But there's quite a few in there. As I said, Weeds. Good Devil Dance by Metallica, but I don't know if I'm going to be doing that one anytime soon. That was for another project. So yeah, that's all going on at the moment. So yeah, lots going on. So the channels aren't going anywhere. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm just changing it up. But hopefully this will mean that the reactions will still be there. But as I said, they're going to be on the Musician Reacts channel from the 1st of August. So make sure you subscribe to the Musician Reacts channel. The details are in the description below. And they will be also on every other video, ad hoc video that I add. They're in the details there. But I will consistently remind people to make sure they go over, and I'll post it in the community page to make sure you sign up for that. Plenty of videos already on there with Alec Bartar and a load of other stuff in there. It'll hopefully give you the concept of what's going on there is pretty much the same as what's already been loaded. I've got to change some graphics around on it. I'll also be trying to do different backdrops. But to be honest, I don't think there's going to be any videos really in the Dave Does channel where I'll be sitting here on the sofa doing talking. It'll primarily all be drum videos, drum lessons, collaboration videos, covers, and when I do things like top 10 lists and stuff, you probably won't see me on the screen at all. It will all be graphic based on the lists. Like a lot of these other channels that do like Watch Mojo and stuff like that, they don't have anyone really on the screen. They're all graphic related. Now the graphic related videos are a lot more edit intensive, so there's a lot more work to be done on that. But I don't mind doing that if I can get a head start. And this is one of the reasons why I'm glad I've got all these videos for July done, because it means that for the August videos I can start working on them now and get them ready. For the Patreons, obviously, so the Patreons, I had a few of the Patreons ask me about, so what does that mean from them? Because obviously they're Patrons to the Dave Does channel, and they do their reaction requests. They request videos every single month. Do they need to sign up to the Musician Reacts channel? I guess at the moment I'm just leaving it all on the Dave Does channel. I may set that up once if I decide there's going to be some different Patreon packages for the Dave Does that will make more sense for there. Then maybe I'll switch them over and I'll set up a Musician Reacts one, and then that will be for reaction Patreons, and this will be for other Patreons that want to support collaborations, covers, and stuff like that. So yeah, there probably will be a change, but will it happen before 1st of August? Probably not. It'll probably, if anything, will happen for 1st of September. There'll be a new Patreon pages and people can switch over and set them up, but there'll be definitely some stuff going on there. Oh, the other thing I want to add on to the Dave Does channel, I'm going to do some more historic sort of things or getting to know places. So as I travel around, I'm going to be doing a little bit more about stuff in the UK. Because there's I did that kind of walk around the town and my drive around for work, so I think it'd be interesting to see a little bit more of the areas, and I think that would be quite nice to kind of go around and rather than just me walking around, but actually take you around some of these places, because there's some amazing areas. We've got some amazing wood areas in this this town. Some lovely estates that I work on. I just thought it might be interesting for people to see a few other contexts. So the Dave Does channel, as I said, will be hopefully more original content, more informational based, but also still keeping with the musical stuff. There'll also be all the new material from the Project 42 project. There's a whole load of musical projects that I have planned. I've got a long list of plans working with other people, but not enough time to actually do them all. But I'm hoping to have some new music content. And as we get to the winter months where work quietens down for myself in landscaping, there'll be a lot more time where I'll be doing more songs will be coming out, and all of that will be through Dave Does. Musicians React will be purely reaction videos. And that way I've got this really clear line of what you're watching. But remember, it'll be 5 videos coming out a week on Musician Reacts, 2 videos a week coming out on Dave Does, hopefully a few more off of the Dave Does. I don't think I'll worry too much about reaction videos coming out more than that. But hopefully I can get maybe 3 videos out and have a midweek, like on a Wednesday, have a midweek Dave Does video as well. But again, it's really purely down to having enough time to do them all. So I'll be using this month to doing it. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you've all been enjoying my back and forth. Those that have watched the Love Bites video will have seen some. If you've read the comments, you can see the lovely Max losing his crap. He's just losing his mind, which I find I don't get why people get so precious about what I said. All I said was Asami, singer of Love Bites, sings with a lot of vibrato, and at the point where he mentions that I insult her, I basically said she sings like a. I said basically that's vibrato. That's not me saying that that's how she actually sings. That's me explaining what vibrato is. But hey ho, if you haven't seen it, go read some of the comments. The guy's nuts. He's insane. Funny though. He really likes capital letters as well in his comments. Right, so that's me done for today. I'm gonna now go get another coffee, wake up a bit more, and get started for the rest of my day. Now, I hope to see you on some other videos. I'll see you on the chats as always, and always remember that, of course, is how Dave does it.